Okay, so setting the scene. You're on your normal daily commute, to or from work, whatever. Everything's good in the world. The little satellites in the sky are doing their thing in orbit, and unbeknown to you, Pooptin or the little fat bloke have given the order to detonate a satellite in the Earth's atmosphere. It has a nuclear payload, and as a result it creates an electromagnetic pulse that has just fried 99% of the electronics within its shadow. The first you know about it is your car starts misbehaving. All the warning lights on the dashboard are flashing on and off. Your car is losing power. You dip the clutch, coast, pull over safely. Other vehicles may not be so lucky, they could be colliding with each other. It's a bad day starting. You try to restart your motor vehicle, it turns over, a bit sluggish maybe, but doesn't fire. A few curses from you, grab your mobile phone, call breakdown, and you notice your screen is black. You try and switch your phone on, it is still black. You've also noticed that your radio that you was listening to, good old Radio 2, is no longer working. That's it, an EMP. So you've grabbed your get home bag, or your EDC bag, whatever it is that you actually carry on a daily basis, and anything else that you can think of that's in your vehicle. Perhaps you've got a road atlas. If you're not on a regular commute as such, you could be going for a job interview or a job that's taking you further afield. Grab your road atlas, rip out the pages that are relevant for your journey to get you home, and start hoofing it. Night's drawing in. You might have been on your feet 6-7 hours, you're cream crackered, and you need to sit down, hydrate, have a rest, have a nibble of your cereal bar, whatever it may be. Some deserted buildings, could be an old industrial complex, an old farm. You come to a door. In that last clip, what I did was I placed a metal S-shaped hook over the hinge of the door, and that prevents the door from closing on me. I could then enter that room, that area, and decide yes or no. If I felt comfortable and it's somewhere that I'm going to utilise to have a rest, I can then remove the hook and close the door. If I wanted to create a tripwire alarm, either could be inside the room, if it's a large enough room, perhaps it's got corridors and ribs coming off of it, or on approach up to that room, then I have these tripwire alarms. I carry 2 of these attack alarms. Have done, these are very, very old. I just camoed them, couple of split rings, there's an eyelet on there so I can screw that into a post or to a tree, or alternatively it can be cable tied. On the pin pull side, which is here, I put a split ring through it. Then I used some sewing bobbins, wound on some fishing braid, and there is a reason I use braid, because braid doesn't stretch. Normal fishing line stretches. You want braid, no stretch, instant activation. And I just put a Yankee swivel on the end like that, and that enables me literally to fix that end, attach the swivel, wind it out for the area that I want covered and tie it off. Then if anyone passes through, they set the alarm off. Downside to that is that it also makes them aware that someone is around, so bear that in mind. Other items that I carry is approximately 20 foot of number 36 bank line, some 1-inch Gorilla Tape, some metal eyelets, a few screws. Main purpose, if I needed to, I could put a screw into the door frame. Haven't got to wind it all the way in, but it will keep the door closed if there's no lock, and if anyone wants to come in there, they're going to make noise. And some old school bells. The type of thing you'd have on Tiddles is collar, but you can use those if you don't want to use electronic. And some cotton. You haven't got to carry the whole reel. You could put it onto a sewing machine bobbin so it's not so bulky. The reason there's cotton in there is because I want it to break, because it is so easy to snap. It has a number of uses. You can use that with the bells to make alarms for doors, trip alarms, whatever you like that way. You can tie a piece of cotton at the base of a gate, and that will tell you if people are frequenting that gate. If you put the cotton at the bottom of the gate and tie it off and go back and check it at a later date, if that cotton's broken, that means someone's been through that gate. So it's quite a handy thing just to have a bit of cotton. And of course, if your knicker elastic snaps, you can get your needle out and do a repair. Whilst on the subject, if you come across a locked property or a gate and it is a weathered padlock, there's cobwebs over the chain, it's a bit rusty, then that would suggest that it's not in that much use. If, however, you come across a nice shiny padlock, then that would suggest that people have been there relatively recently. So just bear that in mind. The whole point of this video is to give you an idea of some items that you can carry that will aid your security if you've got to spend a night or a few hours in a deserted building or something like that. You don't want other people creeping up on you. So there you go. I've done the video a bit differently to how I'd normally do it. I don't know if it's better or if it's worse. Please tell me in the comments. I know it's a lot more hard work, but either way, thank you very much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, then please consider subscribing. Click, click, click. And if you found it useful, give us one of them. I'd love to read your comments. Have a great day. Catch you soon.